Hello everyone and welcome to another video about my 3 months abroad. As you may know, I took a gap year this year instead of just proceeding with my studies for reasons. I had so many plans and one of them was like to go abroad for like at least a couple of months. I did do that did happen, yeah. But I'm now so poor but happy and content because I had an amazing experience. But I've also learned quite a few things. This video is going to be about that. I went to London for 3 months and I had an amazing time. Then I went home again, all happy and fat. Yes, fat. Let me explain later. But first, welcome to my video about my London experience. Okay, so for me, it wasn't the first time for me to be in London because I had been there like 4 times prior this whole endeavor. And, you know, I knew what the city was all about. I knew how to get on the tube and stuff. So, you know, it was quite homey, I guess, because I knew what was going on all the time. You know, I was very excited to go to London and live there. I was excited to commute every day. I was excited to enjoy the city life, to enjoy good food during my stay, and to shop some clothes in Oxford Street because there's so many cool shops there that I don't have in my city. Take nice walks through the many parks and to the city itself. You know, I had so many plans. And truth is, it seemed so wonderful, but it all, you know, withered. The happiness about everything withered. The eagerness about everything withered into nothingness. Let me explain. The truth is, I just got used to this lifestyle, this London lifestyle, way too quickly because I had been there before and stuff. So after a couple of weeks I was like, yeah, I'm happy, but I also want to go home, you know. It's like multiple thoughts in my head. Anyway, first thing, the tube. I was really excited, like I just said, to commute every day, just like pure Londoners. Unfortunately, everyone in London has to commute as well, resulting in very cramped caskets of death instead of just a nice tube experience, you know. Like a couple of weeks after I had arrived, I was like, I want my bike back, seriously. It's just not fun to commute when everyone wants to commute as well. It's not fun when it's so cramped, so extremely crowded, with no place to hold on to, causing you to fall over every time and everyone to glare at you. But well, I'm sorry, I'm so small, I can't reach the upper things, I'm sorry. And oh my god, during the hot weather it was just, no, sorry, I just wanted my bike and I didn't care anymore. But during the day, you know, in the afternoon, it was quite pleasant, I suppose. Next up, food. Like I just mentioned, I couldn't wait to get to, you know, the good food is all about the city. Well, truth was, I was staying at a host family because I was staying there for like 3 months and I had to sleep somewhere, you know. And the host family cooked for me. And, you know, I had to stay in this apartment, this tiny apartment with a lot of people. But it's okay, they were nice people, especially the host family. They were very nice and I was very happy. But the food, it was just so different from what I'm used to, because here at home I always eat vegetables. There it was like chips every day, almost every day, and rice and no vegetables at all. And sometimes we got these hot dogs which were like mini sausages in like a pre-made fake bun, you know what I mean. You know, after a week I decided to just not look at my body weight, because of course I'm going to gain weight if I eat chips every day. Oh my god. And everything was put in the microwave, like everything. So back at home, like I said, I eat differently. So it was a bit different and difficult for me. Made up for the fact by just buying a lot of fruit and hoping to gain some vitamin C at least. I think that did happen. Next up, shopping. Like I mentioned, Oxford Street has a lot of stores that I don't have in my hometown. So I was very excited to go shopping. Unfortunately, I didn't have a lot of money because, you know, the trip itself was very expensive already. So I couldn't just go about the entire street and just shop to my heart's content. I couldn't. I did pick a couple of days for me to go shopping because I actually needed some stuff. I mean, I was staying there for like 3 months and at a certain point I just needed t-shirts, you know. New t-shirts, it's just a feeling. Sometimes you just need new clothes, I don't know. Unfortunately, the fun wore off quite quickly because, you know, I missed my friend during the shopping and it wasn't just as fun on your own, I guess. Next up, walks through parks. So because I was eating a lot of greasy stuff and I couldn't bike anywhere, you know, back at home I always bike to everywhere, so I at least get a little bit of exercise every day. But there in London, I just couldn't bike, obviously, because my bike wasn't there. So I made up for the fact by walking through parks, through the city a lot. And it was fun, let me tell you. Because the parks, you know, compared to the city, it's like a whole different world because the air is not polluted. It's like freshly produced by the green grass and the green trees, and oh my god, yes. It was just so good to be in the park, and not just for my legs, for my fat burning mechanisms, it was just good for my lungs as well. It was really refreshing. It was nice. I have good memories of that, seriously. Now for some positive things as well. I mean, bookstores, that's what I mean. I love books, as you may notice on other things, other videos that I do on this channel. I love books a lot, and I was really eager to go to the bookstore, but once again, money issues. I couldn't buy too many books, and I was aware of that. So sometimes, you know, I went and bought a book because I had finished the others, but I went there a lot to just browse and see what new books there were, and I really enjoyed it. I love books, I love reading in English, so this was like heaven for me. Yay. And I also read a lot of books, so if you're interested in what books I read during my stay, you can also always check out my London wrap-up video, which I will be posted down below. Anyway, another good thing is I managed to go up a level, you know, concerning my English. I went from a C1 to C2, which is amazing, which is like a whole level up, which is great. So I'm happy about that. That was like the initial thing why I went on this trip, besides the experience, just to improve my English, and I did. Yay! I mean, that's great. But I also learned a lot of things, like I just mentioned about the food, blah 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 blah. It's not as great as you may think sometimes, but I did learn that I'm very content to be here at home. I miss home a lot. Maybe because of all these, I don't know, petty things. I was being a bit petty. Because of this trip, I learned that I'm pretty content to live here in my hometown with all these things around me, with my own home, with everything that's going on. So I'm very happy just to realize that finally. Maybe that was what I needed after all, you know? I don't know. So, I'm off to detox now after all the greasy fat and stupid polluted air. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll be going now, and bye.